When Marjorie Taylor Greene starts speaking up for you, you might want to have a seat. Okay, you might want to go underground, but that's exactly what's happening. The Congresswoman from Georgia says that we should all give GOP congressional elect George Santos the benefit of the doubt after he was caught in his web of lies about his professional and personal life, his heritage, because she says, Ms. Greene, he might still be sincere. In a Tuesday evening Twitter thread, Greene bizarrely came to Santos's defense after he gave, this is being kind, an awkward Fox News interview. You see the tweet there. Did she pay him for that blue check mark? And could we find that out, or is hers just grandfathered in? I would want to know. Mine's gone away and I really don't even care. But Tulsi Gabbard, who says she is a former Democrat, gave Rep-elect George Santos zero grace, while George is admitting and apologizing for lying about his resume, just like her former colleagues are giving George zero grace and even demanding he resign. Let's listen to Tulsi Gabbard's interview here. She went hard in the paint, but I mean, doesn't he deserve it?
First question I really want to ask you, now that all this has been revealed, is what does the word integrity mean to you?
Well, Tulsi, thank you for having me. You know, to answer your question, integrity is very important. And like I said to the New York Post, embellishing my resume was a mistake.
What does it mean, though? What does it mean? Because the meaning of the word actually matters in practice.
Of course, it means to carry yourself in an honorable way. And I made a mistake. And I think humans are flawed, and we all make mistakes, Tulsi. I'm having to admit this in national television for the whole country to see, and I have the courage to do so because I believe that in order to move past this and move forward and be an effective member of Congress, I have to face my mistakes, and I'm facing them. I'm not a fraud. I'm not a fake. I didn't materialize from thin air. I worked damn hard to get where I got my entire life. Life wasn't easy. It didn't start off easy. As I've said it many, many times, I come from abject poverty. I made some mistakes and I own up to them. And now I want to put this past me so I can deliver for the American people.
The thing is, Congressman-elect, integrity means, yes, carrying yourself with honor, but it means telling the truth, being a person of integrity. And if I were one of those in New York's 3rd district right now that the election is over and I'm finding out all of these lies that you've told, not just one little lie or one little embellishment, these are blatant lies. My question is, do you have no shame? Do you have no shame in the people who are now you're asking to trust you to go and be their voice for them, their families, and their kids in Washington?
Tulsi, I can say the same thing about the Democrats and the party. Look at Joe Biden. Joe Biden's been lying to the American people for 40 years. He's the president of the United States. Democrats resoundingly support him. Do they have no shame? I've made this very clear.
This is not about the Democratic Party, though. This is about your relationship, frankly, with the people who've entrusted you to go and fight for them.
And that was just a snippet. I don't know if later on, did he bring up Hunter Biden's laptop and this whole nonsense? What else did he do to deflect here? I don't know. Marjorie Taylor Greene, though, is defending him and won't stop. Here's what else she said. This time laying into Tulsi Gabbard. I do appreciate that Tulsi says words that sound conservative now, even though she can't take action to back them up. I'm glad and legislated to kill America's energy independence and the fossil fuel industry. She goes on to say, I hope Tulsi is sincere, just like I hope George is sincere. Sincere about what? I think he would lie if you asked him what he had for breakfast this morning. The truth is apparently not in him. She goes on to say, I think we Republicans should give George Santos a chance and see how he legislates and votes, not treat him the same as the left. That message is confusing for some who read Greene's op-ed for the Daily Caller last week, where she said, lying to the base is a red line for me. Isn't this, I mean, he lied to, didn't he lie to the base? Well, he lied to everyone, apparently, behind closed doors, in front of cameras, on the campaign trail. He lied and lied and lied. Then in another thread, Marjorie Taylor Greene claimed the left hated Santos for being an openly gay Republican. And here's what she says: the left doesn't care about lying. The real reason they're attacking George Santos is that he, the first openly gay Republican elected, and they hate him for it. I'm glad George is being honest with his district now, just barely, and look forward to seeing how George legislates and votes. Okay, there's more backlash against Santos for his lies. Congressman-elect George Santos, a Republican from New York, who reportedly lied about his Jewish heritage and has admitted he fabricated key details of his resume, said in an interview Monday that he never claimed to be Jewish. The quote is, "I said I was Jew-ish." Okay, you gotta get the stress the ish, like he's Jew-ish with the hyphen. So you got it wrong. You didn't understand his inflection. He's not wrong. However, in a position paper shared with Jewish and pro-Israel leaders during the campaign and obtained by The Forward, Santos called himself, quote, "a proud American Jew." There's no hyphen there and there's no ish on the end of that, okay? He said, "I'm a proud American Jew." According to genealogy websites reviewed by The Forward and reported last week, Santos falsely claimed to have Jewish grandparents. He went further. See, this is where it's not funny. It's not, none of this is funny, but this is where it's just diabolical. He said his Jewish grandparents fled anti-Jewish persecution in Ukraine and then Belgium during World War II. The website myheritage.com lists Santos's maternal grandparents as having both been born in Brazil before the Nazis rose to power. Now, can you make any sense of this, Ben? Both MTG's defense, and she's all over the place. I can't keep up. It's like giving me a headache. I do have a bit of a headache. Maybe I'm dehydrated. I can't keep up with her reasoning, but can you make any sense of his, I guess it's an apology, an acknowledgement, kind of, sort of, something about the president? What do we make of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, this is something that's classic with white supremacists, like across the board. Let's be real. Like, they don't care about the truth in, like, because when they say truth, they mean something different, right? When these people say the truth, they care about integrity. What they really care about is whether or not you're willing to uphold white supremacy and white supremacist system. That's it. That's all they care about. I mean, it's just like that Republican senator. I don't know if he was like a senator or like a state senator, but got caught because he was intending to use an alternative Twitter account, but ended up accidentally using his own account where he tweeted something along the lines of, as a gay black man, everything was terrible under Obama, but it was really, really great under Donald Trump. I feel respected now. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was a big thing where he was like, he's literally a well-known like white man, Republican senator, claiming to be a black man on the internet because he thought that it was useful for his political agenda. And Republicans don't care, because Republicans will do that all the time because they don't fundamentally feel like that is anything that's relevant to the truth or reality. They only care about whether or not you're willing to uphold this white supremacist system or whether or you are not, and trying to change it. And so that is what they mean by integrity. That is what they mean by truth. Let's be real. If these people were just given complete power over the country, they would be doing phrenology all day long. So it's not these are not serious people. These are not genuine people. These are people that fundamentally, because they do not care about marginalized people, because he does not care about Jewish people, he sees no issue with falsely claiming a Jewish identity. It's just like, a lot of white Southerners that falsely claim indigenous ancestry, right? So they can try to use that as a shield for colonizer accusations. But in reality, they're just trying to justify the history of colonialism. They're trying to justify the power and positions that they have in society.
I gotta say something. You know what? If it wasn't for TYT's anti-harassment policy, I'd leap right through the screen and kiss you. Thank you, okay? I have trouble focusing sometimes, as I get older. You have broken down at every level what's in my heart. And I know there's so many people watching who say, thank you. because this is crazy. And I feel like the more we just let it go, this is beyond lying. Is this who we are? Yes, it's actually who we are, okay? The Republican Jewish Coalition on Tuesday said Representative-elect George Santos deceived the organization, you think? And misrepresented his Jewish heritage, adding the incoming lawmaker is no longer welcome at its event. Okay, they don't want him there. He's not gonna get a free cocktail. He's not gonna get hors d'oeuvres. He's not to come in the door. They probably have someone watching the door saying he's not to come in here, okay? And I don't blame them. It's a little late, okay? There's so many other things that have come out about him, but they don't want him in their presence, okay?